Alright, gather round because we're diving headfirst into a world where the word extravagant feels like an understatement. Imagine a life where your daily dilemmas involve choosing which palace to reside in or which super yacht to take for a spin. This isn't a fairy tale, it's the reality of Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, a man whose existence is a dazzling, often bewildering spectacle. So let's start with the aquatic escapades, shall we? You think your weekend boat ride is a luxury? Prince Salman's idea of a leisurely cruise involves yachts that could rival small cities. First, there's Pegasus, a floating palace where the interior design philosophy appears to be more gold, more glory. Carpets so plush you'd need a GPS to find your way out, and chandeliers that could blind a lesser mortal with their sheer brilliance. But why settle for one aquatic marvel when you can have two? Enter Serene, a 134-meter behemoth that boasts a submarine, multiple pools, and amenities that would make a 5-star resort blush. Imagine hosting a dinner party on a yacht where the bubbles in the jacuzzi spell out compliments. That's just Tuesday for this prince. Let's really unpack this Da Vinci moment because it's pure, unadulterated, hold my cappuccino level of flexing. Imagine the scene, a hushed auction room, tension thicker than the velvet ropes, and then a bid that echoes like a thunderclap.
Back to Francois' time at $370 million, ladies and gentlemen. 400 million.
$450 million. Not for a company, not for a sports team, not for a painting. A painting of Jesus Christ, no less, by the legendary Leonardo da Vinci. The Salvator Mundi wasn't just an art piece. It became a cultural phenomenon, a whispered legend. The art world, usually so composed, practically combusted. Experts debated its authenticity, collectors choked on their champagne, and conspiracy theories bloom like desert flowers after a rare rain. And then the rumors began, whispers of it gracing the walls of a super yacht, a private viewing for an elite few surrounded by the gentle sway of the ocean. Oh, this old thing? You can almost hear the casual dismissal. You know, just a casual $500 million Da Vinci. It wasn't just about owning a masterpiece, it was about owning the conversation, about creating a moment of such audacious grandeur that it redefined the very concept of art collecting. It's the kind of story that artists dream of and billionaires make happen. But the extravagance doesn't stop at the water's edge. When Prince Salman decides to reside on land, his options aren't exactly modest. Take the Chateau Louis XIV in France. This isn't just an old building, it's a 21st century palace masquerading as a 17th century masterpiece, complete with all the tech a trillionaire could desire. And the piece de resistance, an underwater meditation room. So picture yourself surrounded by the tranquil blue with koi and sturgeon gliding past the glass walls as you contemplate the sheer improbability of your existence. And then back home in Saudi Arabia, his palaces like Alamar and Ura are sprawling kingdoms in themselves, where luxury isn't just a feature, it's the very air they breathe. Think Italian marble floors stretching as far as the eye can see, intricately carved ceilings that tell silent stories of opulence, and even everyday items crafted from gold. Yes, gold-plated tissue dispensers, because why not elevate the mundane to the magnificent? Now let's talk about getting around. Your daily commute probably involves traffic and maybe a questionable public transport experience. Prince Salman's travel arrangements, well, think of a fleet of hypercars that sound like they're powered by thunder and that they look like they've escaped from a sci-fi movie. We're talking Bugatti Chirons pushing the limit of physics, Lamborghinis that scream rebellion with every rev, and Rolls Royces that glide with an almost supernatural elegance. And when the journey requires more distance, forget legroom debates in first class. His private jets are airborne palaces, one of them, the Boeing 747, transformed into a personalized haven of luxury, reportedly even equipped with a garage for his cars. Because when, well, you have everything, why leave anything behind? But this story, as captivating as the personal luxuries are, takes an intriguing turn when we look at how this immense wealth intersects with the world of sports. Imagine deciding to, just buy a football club. That's precisely what Prince Salman did with Newcastle United. It wasn't just a business transaction. It was a seismic event in the Premier League, injecting a team with a rich history but recent struggles with a level of financial firepower previously unseen. Suddenly, the Magpies weren't just competing, they were contenders, their ambitions soaring as high as the Prince's skyscrapers. It's the ultimate display of economic might meeting sporting passion. And then there's the intriguing narrative of generosity. While the headlines often focus on the extravagant acquisitions, there's another side to this story. One of grand gestures and philanthropic endeavors. Picture this, a pair of diamond earrings casually gifted to a duchess valued at $500,000. Or a rapper caught in an airport hiccup, suddenly finding himself the recipient of a luxury watch and a sleek Lamborghini. And let's not forget the entire football team rewarded with Rolls Royces for a stunning victory. These aren't just gifts, they're statements echoing the age-old tradition of royal largesse amplified by modern-day wealth. More significantly, Prince Salman's philanthropic arm, the MISK Foundation, is actively investing in the future of Saudi Arabia's youth. Focusing on education, technology, and the arts, the foundation aims to empower the next generation and foster innovation within the kingdom. Beyond domestic initiatives, Prince Salman has also directed significant aid to refugees and countries facing crises, demonstrating a commitment to global humanitarian efforts. Platforms like Ehsan, supported by the royal family, are revolutionizing charitable giving in Saudi Arabia, ensuring aid reaches those who need it most. Perhaps the most compelling chapter in this ongoing saga is Prince Salman's ambitious vision for the future of Saudi Arabia. Vision 2030 isn't just a catchy slogan, it's a comprehensive plan to diversify the kingdom's economy, modernize its society, and redefine its global standing. Key to this vision are groundbreaking social reforms, such as the historic decision to allow women to drive, a move that symbolized a new era of progress and empowerment. The promotion of a vibrant entertainment and cultural scene, with international artists performing and public cinemas reopening after decades, is another facet of this transformation. These aren't just superficial changes, they represent a fundamental shift towards a more open and dynamic society. At the heart of Vision 2030 lies the audacious NEOM project. Imagine a futuristic city stretching 170 kilometers in a straight line, powered by renewable energy and designed with cutting-edge technology. This isn't just urban planning, it's a bold reimagining of how we live, work, and interact, a testament to the scale of Prince Salman's ambition. NEOM aims to attract the brightest minds and become a global hub for innovation, sustainability, and human-centric design. Beyond domestic reforms and futuristic cityscapes, Prince Salman is also a significant player on the global stage. His approach to international diplomacy is characterized by bold engagement and strategic alliances. He navigates complex geopolitical landscapes, fostering relationships with traditional allies while also forging new dialogues. His influence extends into the digital realm, with significant investments in the burgeoning gaming industry, recognizing its cultural and economic significance. This isn't just a wealthy individual indulging in a hobby. It's a calculated move to position Saudi Arabia as a key player in the future of entertainment and technology. The life of Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman is a tapestry woven with threads of unimaginable luxury, ambitious reforms, and a vision that stretches far beyond the present. It's a story that captivates and often confounds, offering a glimpse into a world where the traditional rules of wealth and power are constantly being rewritten. As this narrative continues to unfold, one thing is certain: the world will be watching, intrigued by the next chapter in this extraordinary tale.